Alright, so here's part of today's little project. There's a new trailer on the truck. I do like that red lately. So this disclaimer is my house. This is not a customer's house. There's a couple things that I'm doing here that I would I definitely would not do for a customer. I would do better for a customer, and one of which is that you can see on the video that this is all track packed in. Right now I don't have a compactor. If I was doing this for a customer, I would be using a plate compactor or a roller to pack this in. So depending on what your region is, your state, etc., this is called 2A modified or DGA or QP for color process. Some call it crush and run. It's driveway base, road base. So this was a big low-lying spot in here, and you can see where the driveway jets in there. Now you could nose a car in, which was great at the time. But we have 3 vehicles, and I now have a dump trailer as part of this business startup, and there's not enough room for everything really to look nice and neat if we just nose a car in there. So the first step to a project like this is you strip out the organics. I'm gonna get rid of this chunk of moss here. That was just from the leaf blower. You strip all the organics out of here, which is what this stuff is, the leaves and grass and all that. You always get the organics out first. You want to get to a good base layer because you don't want anything growing up in it, right? So then we lay down the QP. We'll compact that. So what I've done here, and the pile right there is for its millings. I'm not actually paving this. So what I've done here is we've kind of looped it around, kind of went a little fat. I might take this tree down so I can make a nice straight corner, sweep it in this way. But for now, this will work fine for me, for what I need. So anyway, I opened it up this way, so now rather than taking the car and going around the corner, I can just back straight in with the trailer. So the truck and the trailer can go here, and the 2 cars can go behind the excavator up top. So you compact this all in. The next step is, if a customer wanted asphalt, then paving is what would be done. I don't do paving, but I know some people that I can work with. Or you've got millings here. Now this is what I would consider or use as a base layer of millings. They will still tighten and get hard, but they're a little rough. They're a little bit chunky. So I'll lay this down, and then I'll come back and I will finish it with a top coat of millings, about an inch and a half thick of screened millings. And that, when it hardens, will give it a finish that is very reminiscent of asphalt. Looks very much like asphalt. That's what millings are essentially anyway. And so we're going to fill now to meet the driveway grade with about 2.5–3 inches of millings. I didn't have the opportunity to get screen millings before doing this, so that'll end up coming later. So we will get, finished pictures in a week or 2 when I can bring some screen millings home and rake everything out and compact it nicely. So just wanted to show what we're doing, because I'm going to start documenting and YouTubing my work. Yeah. So this is what we got. We'll come back in a little bit with a finished product. I'll edit into a single video. There's a whole lot more that we're going to be doing here on my property today. I got a bunch of brush to get rid of. We got 5 or 6 trees we're laying down. I'm going to clear a small area for whole logs behind that wood pile back there. So I can have whole logs, rounds, and then splits in one general area. Just tidying things up generally. Eventually, those pallets of bricks that are there and behind the millings pile are going to be a walkway where my wife's car's parked. She's just out of the way so that I can work here pretty freely. So anyway, off to the races we go, and I'll check in with a finished product here in a few minutes. So here's my finished product, all graded off. It's not too fancy. Just kind of had to work with what I had. We're on a shoestring budget here. So I took the organics, and there's some topsoil mixed in there. I'm going to top it with actual topsoil and toss a little seed on it, but I'm less concerned because I really am in the woods here. There's not a lot of lawn, but so we spread those organics out back over the edge there, and ran a nice clean edge off the driveway. And so now I will be able to back my truck and trailer in there and park, which is the exact intended purpose. So I didn't run a compactor on it. I'm not that concerned about it. It will harden up and tighten up. I can run my tires back and forth over it and get it real tight too. So yeah, a couple hours worth of work, about 9 ton of QP, probably about 6 ton worth of millings, and got ourselves a nice new section of driveway.